Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in life when you realize that you are not here by accident. Every experience, every hardship, and every lesson has prepared you for this very moment. You are watching this today because something deep within you is ready for growth, for transformation, for the next step in your journey. Challenges do not come to destroy us. They come to shape us. The difficulties you face today are not a sign of failure, but an indication that you are being molded into something greater. Strength is not given, it is developed. And how do you develop it? By standing tall in the face of adversity, by pushing forward when everything in you wants to stop. You must recognize that you are more powerful than you have ever imagined. There is wisdom inside of you, a voice that whispers, "Keep going." Listen to it. The world may try to silence you, but your spirit was not made to be quiet. It was made to rise, to shine, to inspire. Fear will try to tell you that you are not ready. It will remind you of every mistake, every doubt, every insecurity. But let me tell you something. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite it. Each step you take, no matter how small, is proof that you refuse to let fear define you. Pay attention to the words you speak, for they carry power. Speak life into yourself, into your dreams, into those around you. Words can break or build. Choose to build. The way you see yourself will determine how far you go. If you believe in your potential, the world will have no choice but to believe in it too. You are placed on this earth with a purpose. You are not just passing through life. You are here to leave a mark. Do not wait for permission to be great. Do not wait for the perfect moment. The time is now. The world is waiting. And most importantly, your future is waiting. So stand up, walk forward, and never forget you are ready for what's coming. Life has a way of preparing us for what is to come, even when we do not fully understand it. Every moment, every challenge, and every lesson is shaping us into the person we are meant to become. The very fact that you are encountering certain experiences right now means that you are ready for them. You may not feel ready. You may not think you have what it takes. But life does not present us with opportunities unless we are capable of handling them. Growth is not always comfortable, but it is necessary. When we face struggles, it is easy to believe that we are not strong enough, that the situation is beyond our control, or that we are simply unprepared. However, if you look back on your life, you will realize that some of the most difficult moments were also the ones that led to the greatest transformation. Every challenge holds a lesson. If you are in a position where life is stretching you, forcing you to step outside of what is familiar, that is a sign that you are being prepared for something greater. Readiness does not mean having all the answers. It does not mean being fearless or knowing exactly what to do. Readiness is a mindset. It is about recognizing that you have the ability to figure things out, to learn, to grow, and to adapt. Many people wait until they feel completely confident before they take action, but confidence is not the requirement, it is the result. The more you push yourself into new and uncomfortable situations, the more you realize that you were capable all along. Growth happens at the edge of our comfort zone. If life is pushing you towards something, it means that deep inside, you already have what it takes to rise to the occasion. Think of a seed buried in the soil. It is surrounded by darkness, yet inside, it holds the potential to grow into something magnificent. It does not fight the soil. It does not resist the process. It simply grows because that is what it was made to do. In the same way, you may find yourself in situations that feel overwhelming or uncertain, but they are not meant to bury you. They are meant to help you grow. Life will not give you more than you can handle. If an opportunity or challenge is in front of you, trust that you are equipped for it, even if it does not feel that way in the moment. One of the biggest mistakes people make is doubting themselves when they are right on the edge of transformation. Fear creeps in, telling them that they are not ready, that they are not good enough, that they should wait until they feel more prepared. But the truth is, growth happens in the process. You do not need to have all the pieces figured out. You simply need to take the next step. The moment you stop resisting the lessons life is trying to teach you, you open yourself up to incredible possibilities. You are not the same person you were a year ago or even a month ago. Every experience has shaped you, made you stronger, and prepared you for what is next. Even the moments that felt like failures were not wasted. They were lessons in disguise. Everything you have been through has been a stepping stone leading you to this very moment. That is why you are ready. The experiences, the struggles, the victories, they have all been preparing you. When you shift your perspective and embrace growth, you begin to see challenges differently. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you start asking, "What is this teaching me?" That shift in mindset is powerful because it puts you in control. No longer are you a victim of your circumstances. You are an active participant in your growth. Every situation holds wisdom. The question is, are you willing to learn? Trust that you are where you are meant to be. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You are not behind. You are not lacking. You are exactly where you need to be for your next stage of growth. Embrace the challenges, lean into the discomfort, and recognize that every moment is preparing you for something greater. The fact that you are facing this moment means you are ready for it. Now, it is up to you to step forward and embrace it. Is one of the most powerful qualities a person can develop, and it is often forged in the fires of adversity. Strength is not something we are simply born with. It is something we build over time through the experiences we endure and overcome. The ability to rise after falling, to continue moving forward when everything seems to be working against us, is what defines true resilience. Life does not promise ease, nor does it promise fairness, but it does provide endless opportunities to strengthen ourselves, to grow, and to become better versions of who we once were. Difficult moments are inevitable. There will be times when you feel as though life is testing you, as though the weight of your burdens is too much to bear. In those moments, it is easy to question why things are happening to you. It is easy to wonder if you are strong enough to endure. But resilience is not about avoiding hardship. It is about learning how to navigate it. The most successful, the most fulfilled, and the most enlightened individuals are not those who have lived without struggle. They are the ones who have faced it head on and refused to be defeated by it. Resilience is built through experience. Every time you face a challenge and push through, you are strengthening that internal muscle. The first time you encounter adversity, it may feel overwhelming, but as you continue to confront difficulties, you begin to develop the mental and emotional strength needed to overcome them. You begin to understand that no situation, no setback, and no failure is permanent. Everything is temporary, and how you respond to life's difficulties determines your future. The more you embrace the struggles as lessons rather than obstacles, the stronger you become. People often mistake resilience for the ability to avoid pain, but that is not what it means to be strong. True resilience is about feeling the pain, acknowledging the hardship, and still choosing to move forward. It is about understanding that even in moments of suffering, there is growth happening beneath the surface. The strongest individuals are not the ones who never experience sadness, frustration, or fear. They are the ones who refuse to let those emotions define them. They allow themselves to feel, but they do not allow themselves to be consumed. They stand back up after falling, even when it would be easier to stay down. One of the most important aspects of resilience is the belief that you can endure. It is the unwavering faith in yourself, even when circumstances seem impossible. When life challenges you, it is not trying to break you. It is trying to reveal the strength that already exists within you. That strength has always been there. Sometimes it simply takes adversity to uncover it. Every hardship you have ever faced has made you who you are today. If you look back on your life, you will realize that the moments that once felt impossible were the very moments that shaped your character. When you develop resilience, you begin to see challenges differently. Instead of viewing them as roadblocks, you start to see them as stepping stones. Every difficulty holds a lesson, and when you shift your perspective to see obstacles as opportunities for growth, you no longer fear hardship. You embrace it, knowing that it is making you stronger. The strongest trees grow in the harshest conditions, and the same is true for people. The more you are tested, the more you have the chance to grow into the person you are meant to be. It's not just about surviving. It is about thriving. It is about taking the lessons learned from hardship and using them to propel yourself forward. It is about turning pain into power, setbacks into comebacks, and obstacles into opportunities. Life will not always be easy, but that is not a reason to stop trying. Every storm passes, and when it does, you will realize that you are always capable of withstanding it. No one is born with unshakable resilience. It is something that is built piece by piece through every challenge faced and every obstacle overcome. It is a skill, a mindset, and a way of life. The more you embrace the struggles and learn from them, the more unbreakable you become. Hardship does not define you. How you respond to it does. You are stronger than you think. And every challenge you overcome is proof of that strength. Keep going, keep pushing, and remember that no matter what comes your way, you have the power to rise above it. Self-discovery is one of the most profound journeys a person can embark on. It is the process of understanding who you truly are beneath the expectations, fears, and limitations placed upon you by society, by others, and even by yourself. The truth is, many people go through life without ever fully realizing their own power. They live according to external standards, seeking approval, avoiding discomfort, and conforming to what they believe is expected of them. But deep within every person lies an immense strength, an untapped potential waiting to be awakened. The key to unlocking this strength is self-awareness, the ability to see yourself clearly, to recognize your abilities, and to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Discovering your inner strength does not mean you will never feel fear, doubt, or insecurity. It does not mean you will never face moments of weakness. What it does mean is that you will learn to trust yourself despite those feelings. Strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the ability to persevere through it. The journey of self-discovery requires honesty, reflection, and a willingness to confront both the light and the dark within yourself. It is about recognizing your potential and having the courage to embrace it fully. Too often, people look outside themselves for validation and purpose. They wait for others to tell them they are worthy, capable, or talented. But the truth is, no one else can give you the permission to be great. That permission must come from within. The moment you stop seeking external approval and start trusting your own instincts, you begin to uncover the incredible power that has always been inside you. You start to see that your value is not determined by how others perceive you, but by how you see yourself. Self-discovery is not an event. It is a lifelong process. Your inner strength is revealed in the moments when you choose to keep going despite difficulty. It is found in the times when you refuse to give up, when you push past fear, when you embrace discomfort as a necessary part of growth. Strength is not just about physical endurance. It is about mental resilience, emotional intelligence, and the ability to remain true to yourself, even when the world tries to change you. When you begin to trust yourself, to believe in your own potential, you become unstoppable. One of the most important aspects of self-discovery is learning to silence the negative voices, both internal and external, that try to tell you that you are not enough. Every person has an inner dialogue, and for many it is filled with self-doubt, criticism, and fear. But those thoughts are not truths. They are simply conditioned beliefs that can be changed. The moment you start speaking to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, and with belief, you shift the way you see yourself. And when you see yourself as strong, capable, and worthy, the world begins to reflect that back to you. The process of self-discovery also requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. Growth does not happen in places of familiarity. It happens when you challenge yourself, when you take risks, when you dare to pursue your dreams despite uncertainty. Many people avoid discomfort because they associate it with pain or failure. But discomfort is not the enemy. It is the pathway to becoming the person you are meant to be. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every moment of transformation comes from a willingness to face the unknown. You are more powerful than you have ever imagined. You possess an inner strength that is greater than any obstacle you will ever face. But that strength can only be realized when you choose to believe in it, when you choose to trust yourself. When you choose to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start living with purpose. No one else can define your worth. No one else can tell you what you are capable of. That is a truth that only you can uncover for yourself. The journey of self-discovery is not always easy, but it is always worth it. When you commit to understanding yourself, to embracing your power, and to stepping into your full potential, you begin to experience life in a completely different way. You stop merely existing and start truly living. You stop doubting yourself and start believing. You stop waiting for permission and start taking action. And in that moment, you realize that the strength you were searching for was inside you all along. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward despite it. Every person experiences fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But the difference between those who succeed and those who remain stagnant is the choice to act despite that fear. Courage is what allows people to take risks, to step outside their comfort zones, and to pursue their dreams even when the outcome is uncertain. Without courage, progress is impossible. Fear is a natural part of life. It is the mind's way of protecting us from harm, but too often fear becomes a barrier instead of a guide. People convince themselves that they are not ready, that they need more time, more resources, more reassurance before they take action. But waiting for fear to disappear is an illusion. The truth is, fear never truly goes away. The only way to overcome it is to face it head on. Every great achievement in history was made possible by courage. Every invention, every social movement, every personal transformation began with someone who dared to take a step forward despite their fears. Courage is what separates those who dream from those who do. It is the defining factor between a life of regret and a life of fulfillment. It's a life of fulfillment. The good news is that courage is not something you are born with. It is something you develop. The more you push yourself to do things that scare you, the stronger your courage becomes. It is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more powerful it gets. At first, taking risks may feel terrifying, but with time, you realize that every challenge you face only makes you stronger. You begin to understand that fear is just a feeling, not a fact. It does not have the power to stop you unless you allow it to. Courage is not only about taking big, bold actions. It is also about the small decisions made every day. It takes courage to speak your truth, to stand up for yourself, to chase your dreams even when others doubt you. It takes courage to let go of toxic relationships, to walk away from situations that no longer serve you, and to embrace change when it is necessary. Life constantly presents moments where courage is required, and the more you choose to be brave, the more you transform your life. The moment you choose courage over fear, you step into your true potential. You begin to live a life that is not dictated by limitations, but by possibilities. Fear will always exist, but it does not have to control you. You have the power to move forward, to take action, and to create the life you desire. The only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the decision to be courageous. Words are among the most powerful tools available to us. They have the ability to build or destroy, to uplift or diminish, to inspire or discourage. Every word spoken carries energy, and that energy shapes the world around us. The way we speak to ourselves and others determines the reality we create. Many people underestimate the power of their words, unaware that what they say has a direct impact on their lives and the lives of those around them. Self-talk is one of the most important aspects of personal growth. The words you say to yourself every day shape yourself, project yourself, control yourself, thought, and confidence. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that you will never succeed, or that you are incapable, those words become your reality. Words influence thoughts, and thoughts influence actions. The way you talk to yourself determines how you show up in the world. The words spoken to others carry immense power. A single word of encouragement can change someone's life, just as a single word of negativity can break someone's spirit. People often remember words long after they are spoken. That is why it is so important to be intentional with what we say. Choosing to speak with kindness, empathy, and truth creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond what we can see. Actions, like words, shape the world around us. It is not enough to simply say the right things. Our actions must align with our words. Integrity is built when what we say matches what we do. Every action, no matter how small, has an impact. The way we treat people, the way we pursue our goals, the way we handle challenges, all of it matters. Choosing words and actions wisely is a responsibility. When we understand their power, we begin to use them intentionally. We uplift instead of tear down. We encourage instead of criticize. We take action instead of waiting for change. When our words and actions align with our highest values, we create a life of meaning and purpose. Life is not just about existing. It is about making an impact. Every person is born with a purpose, a reason for being here. And the journey of life is about discovering and fulfilling that purpose. Too many people go through life without a sense of direction, simply moving from one day to the next without considering the bigger picture. But true fulfillment comes from living with intention, from using your gifts and talents to make a difference in the world. Finding your purpose does not mean you have to change the entire world overnight. It starts with small, intentional actions. Purpose is found in how you contribute to the lives of others, how you use your strengths to create something meaningful, and how you align your actions with your values. When you live with purpose, you stop going through the motions and start making choices that matter. One of the biggest obstacles to living with purpose is doubt. Many people believe they are not special enough, not talented enough, not capable enough to make a difference. But purpose is not about being the best. It is about being authentic. It is about showing up as yourself, embracing your uniqueness, and using what you have to bring value to the world. Living with purpose also requires taking responsibility for your life. It means not waiting for the perfect moment, not blaming circumstances, and not making excuses. Purpose is something you create, not something you find by accident. The more intentional you become about your actions, the more your life begins to reflect meaning and fulfillment. A life without purpose feels empty, but a life filled with purpose is rich with meaning. When you wake up each day knowing that your actions matter, that your presence makes a difference, you experience life on a deeper level. Purpose fuels passion, drives perseverance, and gives life direction. It is not about waiting for something great to happen. It is about choosing to create something great every single day. The world is waiting for you to step into your purpose. Do not let fear, doubt, or hesitation hold you back. You have something valuable to offer, and the time to start living with purpose is now. Every choice you make, every word you speak, every action you take is an opportunity to shape a life of meaning. Choose to live with purpose, and you will create a life that is truly worth living. Living with purpose is the key to a meaningful and fulfilling life. It is not enough to simply exist, to go through the motions without a sense of direction or intention. Purpose gives life meaning. It provides a reason to wake up every morning with enthusiasm and determination. Without purpose, life can feel empty, as if something important is missing. But when you live with purpose, every action, every decision, and every moment takes on a deeper significance. Purpose is what fuels passion, drives perseverance, and creates a sense of fulfillment that cannot be found in material possessions or temporary success. Many people spend their lives searching for purpose as if it is something that will suddenly appear one day. But purpose is not something you find, it is something you create. It is not waiting for you somewhere in the future. It is already within you, waiting to be discovered. Every person has unique talents, passions, and strengths that can be used to make a difference in the world. Your purpose is not about being the best at something or achieving a specific goal. It is about using what you have to contribute in a meaningful way. One of the biggest obstacles to living with purpose is doubt. People often believe that their lives are too ordinary, that they are not special enough to make a difference. They compare themselves to others who seem to have found their calling and feel as if they are falling behind. But purpose is not about comparison. It is about authenticity. It is about embracing who you are, recognizing your unique gifts, and using them to bring value to others. No one else has your exact combination of experiences, skills, and perspectives. That means no one else can fulfill your purpose in the way that you can. Living with purpose requires intention. It means making conscious choices rather than simply going along with whatever happens. Too many people live passively, waiting for life to give them a sign, waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting for everything to fall into place. But purpose does not come from waiting. It comes from doing. It comes from taking action, from stepping outside of your comfort zone, from making decisions that align with your values and passions. Every small step you take in the direction of your purpose brings you closer to a life of fulfillment. Purpose is also about impact. It is not just about personal success or happiness. It is about contributing to something greater than yourself. The most meaningful lives are those that are lived in service to others.